So I want to give all praise, Yahbashim, Yahbashim, Rakakadash, honors to the elders and apostles, men in truth went down, regarding truth and knowledge. And the Wadi Yahbashim Yahshua for putting the spirit of elders and apostles, men in truth went down, regarding this truth and knowledge. So we know this truth and knowledge. And call holy Yahbashim, Yahbashim, Rakakadash. Give all praise, Yahbashim, Yahbashim, Rakakadash. Relating to watch. Some scriptures relating to watch. Let's get the definition real quick. Watch meaning warning.
Watch. Watch.
To look at or observe attentively over a period of time. So observe, paying attention, being very attentive, being very alert. Vigilant, watchful, on lookout, observant, sharp eye, that goes being attentive.
Vigilant. Vigilant.
So keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Those dangers are what? Things that that's to come, man. The things that's going to come. So that's why the watchmen are out there to warn people for those potential dangers, man, or difficulties ahead, man. Let's go to some scriptures on watch. We'll read scriptures relating to the watchful slave. The slave goes to servant, man. And the rest of it talks about the watchful slave and the watchful servant and what is it? It goes to the watchful, faithful, the watchful, faithful, and the unfaithful servant. That's what that goes to. So one's going to be faithful, one's going to be unfaithful, as far as being a faithful, as far as being a watchful servant. Go down to, I was going to read a few scriptures relating to that. Let me say. I'll start at 36, I guess. And let your loins be girded and the lamps burning, and be like men who are waiting for the master to come home from the marriage feast, so that they may open to him once he cometh and knocks. Blessed are those servants who the master finds awake when he comes. Truly I say unto you, he will gird himself and have them sit at the table, and he will come and serve them. He will come in the second watch, the third watch, and find themselves. Blessed are those servants, those faithful servants, man. And we know servants goes to slaves. You know, pretty much a slave, a servant to that, man. But know this, that the household, he had not known at what hour the thief was coming, and he would not have left the house to be broken into. He also must be ready for the Son of Man, the coming of the unexpected hour, man. That's why you're watching, because you know not the hour, as Scripture says. You know not the hour that he's going to come, man. This relates to a faithful, unfaithful servant, or what they would call, another word for that would be slave, but it's a servant, man. Peter said, Lord, are you telling the parable for us all? And the Lord said, who then is the faithful and wise steward, whom his master has set over the household to give them the portion of the food at the proper time? So the Lord left them in charge of certain things, man. To do certain things. Truly I say unto you, I will set over him all his possessions. But the servant says himself, his master is delayed in coming, and begins to beat the men servants and the maid servants, and to eat and drink, and get drunk. And the master of the servant saw that's that unfaithful servant, underestimating certain things, thinking, he's pretty much trying to get away with certain things, man. Thinking that, he can be able to do certain things and nothing's going to happen, man. And the master of the servant will come on the day when he does not expect him, and at the hour he does not know, and will punish him. So that unfaithful servant, pretty much they screwing around, not doing certain things like they supposed to, thinking the master, he's going on for a while, he's not gonna come back for a while, and he comes back unexpectedly on him, pretty much when he's not doing certain things, and he the consequences for that, man. And that relates to pretty much Yahushua coming back, relating to those faithful servants and also those unfaithful servants. And put him with the unfaithful. So he's going to put him with the unfaithful, man. And the servant knew not his master's will, but did not make ready and act according to his will, shall serve a severe beating. The scripture talk about ones who knew but didn't do certain things, they're going to get more, and ones who didn't know, they're going to get less stripes, man. The ones who knew more relating to, because they knew that they had to do certain things, man, that the master wanted them to do, so they're going to get more stripes. But the ones who didn't know are going to get less stripes, but they know. But they're going to get less stripes because in the end of the day, the guarding, for example, truth and knowledge is out, man. So there's no excuse, man. You have no cloak, as scripture says, no cloak for that, man. You know what I mean? So it won't be no excuse because information is to and fro, as scripture says, man. And that servant who knew his master's will, but did not make ready or act according to his will, shall receive a severe beating. So a severe beating, that relates to that judgment. But he who did not know and did what deserved a beating shall receive a light beating. So that's the ones who didn't know, but they're going to receive a beating. Either way, they're going to receive a beating because there's no excuse. Knowledge is out, man. Whether you of know or not of know. Everyone to whom much is given of him, which, let me just read that again. Everyone to him much is given, of him will much be required. So the more responsibility, the more it's going to be required regarding that responsibility. And of him to whom men commit much, they will demand more, the more, man. So the ones with the greater of the responsibility, the upper echelon, more is going to be expected of them. And the lower level, more is still going to be respected, but not as much, but still they're responsible in some manner, in some way, man. You know what I mean? There's levels to that responsibility, levels to that measure, man. From the highest to the lowest, man. Now that relates to a few scriptures relating to in Luke 12, relating to that faithful, watchful servant, also that unfaithful, watchful servant. Let's continue on. I want to read some scriptures relating to Matthew's, to the point, a few of them. Now, there's a scripture relating to Gideon. Gideon was a tribe of Manasseh, I believe a judge, 40 years. The Lord had a certain men to set out to do. They had to test them. A certain ones who passed this test would go with Gideon. If they would, if they all, bow down like a dog into the water, those ones will be set back. But the ones who kneel, but kept their eyes, sharp and open, paying attention, that's the ones who was go with Gideon, man. That's in Judges. So the point is, the ones that kneel down but still watch would go, man, because they watch. But the others who didn't, they would have to go back, man. And only because the numbers were too great, they had to lessen the numbers. Symbolically, the Lord deals with small numbers. All right, let's get some scriptures relating to watch. That's in Judges 7, talking about that, give a little paraphrase on that. 1 Corinthians 16 and 13, watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men and be strong. So watch. Matthew 24 and 42, watch therefore, ye know not when the hour your Lord doth come. That goes to that, put it with Luke 12, talking about that faithful, watchful, or unfaithful, watchful servant, man. The unfaithful, watchful servant, underestimated, pretty much laxed off, figure the Lord ain't coming back no time soon. So he would chill out and do certain things, man. But the Lord creeped on him, man. The Lord creeped on him and came at a time when he least expected, man. Scripture talks about when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come, man. Like a woman in travail. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. So it's going to be unexpected, man. They're not going to expect it, man. Colossians 4 and 2, continue in the prayer, watch in the same, in thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, prayer, pray without ceasing, as scripture says. Watch. The operative word is watch in this lesson. Mark 13 and 33, take heed, watch and pray. Ye know not when the time is. What time is? What time is that? The time when the master comes back. And also a time when things are really going to get set off regarding prophecy, man. That's why you have to watch. 1 Peter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is at hand. What's the end of all things? The things that's happening. Measure thou time diligently in itself. How you measure it according to the things that's going on in society, correlating it with, according to scripture, especially regarding prophecy. Where the Lord come in the spirit of prophecy. Revelations 19 and 10, man. Of evil, of pestilence, evil, pestilence, war, and evil. Jeremiah 28 and 8, as the prophets are prophesizing, man. Scripture talk about Thessalonians 5 and 6, therefore let us not sleep as others. Others are asleep. They're blinded. They in gross darkness, man. The God of this world, blinded the minds and the hearts of men in this society, man. Therefore, let us not sleep as others do. Let us watch and be sober, man. And sober is pretty much sober-minded, man. Alert, careful, paying attention, attentive, man. Mark 14:38, watch and ye and pray lest ye enter temptation. It goes to different temptations, multifaceted of the temptations. The spirit truly is ready or willing. Excuse me. But the flesh is weak. So the spirit is truly ready, but is truly willing or ready, but the flesh is weak, because two opposites and contrary to one another, man. Watch and pray that ye enter not temptation. The spirit indeed is willing. That's a different wording. That was on Mark 14:38. This is on 26:41 of Matthew's. Watch and pray that ye enter in temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, because the spirit wants to do right, but the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak, man, because of sin. 25:13, watch therefore, for ye know not the day or hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. So you know not the day and the hour the Son of Man is going to come, man. That's why that faithful servant has to be watching, man. Regarding in Luke 12th chapter. Get this scripture here. It's a short lesson. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening or midnight or cock crowing or in the morning. So it could be at midnight, it could be cock crowing, it could be during the day, it could be late at night. You know not. That's why you have to watch, man. Unless coming suddenly, he find you sleeping. And according to Luke, if he finds you sleeping, you're going to be, what's going to happen? You're going to be punished, man. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. So that's the operative word, watch. Watch. Be circumspect and not as fools, as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. The days are evil, man. So that's why we have to be watching. A lot of things are moving quickly, sometimes moving quickly than we can keep up with. But that's why you watch, man. There's a few scriptures relating to that. Let me see. I hope this helps. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, B'Shem Yoshai, B'Shem Rakakadash. The scripture says, you know not when the time or hour is that your master will come, man. So watch. Hope it helps in some way. All praise Yahweh, B'Shem Yoshai, B'Shem Rakakadash. This is Zayah Shalom.